Even the army can't stop that creature.
No, but maybe we turtles can, with a little rocket power.
Someone keeps eating my yogurt.
What kind of yogurt?
I was saving that for after my run, David.
Oh my god, I guess I was saving it for during your run then.
Hey, Robbie, we're not going to bust your chops for trying to impress a girl.
I can't believe she's dead.
It's Hard-Headed Sports with Spinny and Fetty Bus. Famous for their podcasts, you can now catch them right here on The Al Travis Show.
And we love having them on. We got Spinny with us today. Spin, I know on Tuesday I said we would just talk about the Minnesota Vikings, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We will. But the game last night, the baseball game with the Twins, was so off the chart weird. We have to talk about it. Are you all right? Can we talk just a moment, just before we get to the Vikings? All right. So you might have read that we lost 13-1. I mean, who is still following the game is beyond me. But a couple of things happened we do know. Paddock was, traded. Duran, you hear he got traded yesterday?
They did.
Okay, so another pitcher's gone. And the rumor has it, there's a 10% chance Ryan goes, but there's like a 50% chance Castro goes. Or not Castro, Correa goes. Your thoughts about getting rid of Correa, if you can?
Yeah, I mean, there's been kind of an up and down. Like, it was first like, okay, Twins and Astros looking to send Correa back there. And then it was like, talks are really far apart. And then Correa's basically like, nah, it's not happening. And then after that, it was kind of like, well, maybe it is happening. So it's so weird. But, I mean, I'd be open to it, I guess. I mean, why not?
Well, the other thing we get, they're not going to take his full salary. We gave him way too much money for what he's worth, and they're not going to do that. They'd like him, but we'd have to eat some of that salary. Now, you save some by not paying the whole thing, but I don't know. If you can get anything for him, they can get out of Dodge and do it. But all this is going on, and Griffin Jax is also rumored to be, on the way out. So the game gets out of hand. Baldelli doesn't have enough relievers left because he did one of them reliever games, right? So the relievers are all taxed. So literally in a game that's already lost, he throws Griffin Jax out on the mound. Griffin's evidently a little teed off at it anyway, but he goes out there, doesn't pitch too well, loads the bases up, and Baldelli says he remembers that in baseball now, if you're down 8 runs, you can put a utility guy on the mound. So he goes out and tells Jax, you're going home. Jax says, I don't want to. These are my runs out here. I don't want that going against my ERA. They put Cody Clemens on the mound. Throws a 60-mile-an-hour splitter, by the way, fastball. Home run. All 3 of those runs goes against Jax, who now goes up to like a 4 ERA. He's steaming mad, has a cow, and he has to go back after the game to apologize to Baldelli. This is a team that's in turmoil. The other thing he did, Baldelli, he's got Willie Castro out there, also supposedly rumored to be traded, sends him out, gets him on the base, on second base, then calls him right back in, like changes his mind. Willie Castro and everybody in the stands thought he'd got traded. And he hadn't. It was just a bad move by the boss.
It's been like the weirdest 3 days because, there was the same thing with Duran on whatever day. Like, he got his stuff and left, and everyone's like, he's gone. And then he wasn't even gone until the next day. That hadn't been finalized. So it's like, what the heck is going on?
And what it is, and you can, sometimes a change for a team is good, right? Yeah. Sometimes it's just not working. You got to change something up. And everybody kind of picks up their game and we go better. The coach is messing up. This whole trade thing, and we've got to do it, I got it, is not helping the squad. Now, 13-1, I guess, you could have that against Boston. But during that game, those kind of weird mistakes, somebody's not paying attention. Somebody's not doing their job.
Yeah, it definitely was not good looks. That's for sure.
So we'll see who survives now. I think trade deadline is tonight. So we'll know what the squad is after tomorrow, but I don't know.
The bandwagon's officially burned now. Like I've said, it has been for 2 months, but it's officially you're officially recognizing the fire pit that is our bandwagon.
It's a fire pit, and then what's killer is, you want to sell a team, and somebody's going to come in, some gazillionaire, and buy it at rock bottom prices because this team is in disarray. There's no other way of putting it. They haven't won a series since the All-Star break 50-some games ago. It's sad to say, but it's true. All right, we move on. Any Vikings news that's hit so far? I know it's all preseason. I get it. Anything that hits you? I'm reading that the defense looks fantastic.
I don't know how it couldn't. I mean, we have 6 former All-Pro pass rushers. 6.
Yeah.
6, Al. 6. 6 of them.
Yeah.
And we got Brian Flores to do whatever he wants with them. It's just, it's going to be disgustingly hard to defend for other teams. Like, that's the part about this that I think why people are sleeping on Minnesota a little bit. Because, our corner is probably not the level you want. Linebacker is solid, but not great. But when you have a pass rush, like we're about to have like a Williams, Wall, and Jared Allen level pass rush, if not better. If not better than that. It's just,
I would say better. This is almost Chicago Bears of the 80s.
Like, it's going to be crazy. I mean, obviously now injuries will play a part in that, and that's the whole NFL thing, is if you get, injuries are the playing field leveler. But our defense is going to be rock solid, like top 5 in the league.
Yeah. And that's always fun. I love a good defense. But it also then, because they are playing, even in practice, this hard, I'm hearing JJ is learning quick. McCarthy's having to learn on the run because he is seeing these 6 guys get at him from every angle known to mankind, and he's having to learn quick. Now, I hear that he catches on very quick, that he has a good arm, that he's having a tough time in the red zone, but he's doing well. Are you excited? How excited are you for this kid?
I'm excited. Big thing I'm hearing is he's having trouble with touch passes. I've heard kind of the Brett Favre thing about him. Like, he only has one speed of throwing, and it's like really, really fast. So it'll be interesting to see like how the touch pass game develops, because that's a big part of KOC's offense. But I'm excited. Like, I usually with rookie quarterbacks, from what we've seen over the last 10 years-ish, when you put them in really, really good situations with great weapons, with a top 10 offensive line, and with an exceptional play caller and quarterback coach, when you give them those 3 things, it's very successful. Very successful. There's not a lot of examples of like, here's a really good team and them being a bust. So like that, I think, helps JJ and helps me like feel good about it. He also sat out an entire year, had an injury thing he had to work through. Like, he's had some ups and downs in the NFL already, and he hasn't even really started a game yet. So
I like the idea of him having an entire year to watch how Sam Darnold handled it last year and learn from it. I think that's fantastic. But you talk the injury. This is a kid who got hurt in a preseason game. Achilles blows. Not that you can figure that out, but are we not one injury away from really being in trouble? What I mean by who's Sam Howell, Brett Rapien, and then Max Brosmers are back. That's the depth chart in quarterback position. Who are they?
I mean, Sam Howell started 14 games for the Commanders in the last 2 years and has had some good looking stuff going on. Sam Howell reminds me of Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold as far as like who they are as an NFL like arc. Obviously not as high of a pick as them, but has had some starting experience, so he could be okay. And JJ's got to stay healthy, but I think the offensive line and, Darisaw is practicing already, which is crazy. I'm if he's back and at close to 100% game 1, him and O'Neal is huge, and our 2 big signings on the interior of the offensive line. I'm just happy with that. It sounds like JJ has gained some weight back too. I know there was some.
I'm running late. Behind. Let me go to the break. When we come back, we'll talk about Justin Jefferson. He evidently has a pulled hammy or something. We'll talk about that injury right after this. I've got him Spinny from Hard-Headed Sports.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc., Midwest Money Management, and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
Are you kidding me? You know that comment you said to the radio? The thing that we got wrong?
Clearly, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 855-257-7469. That's 855-ALS-SHOW.
We've got Spinny from Hard-Headed Sports with us. Spinny, before we get back to that, let me just throw this at you. I'm really excited that C.J. Ham is still with us, the only fullback on the roster. And, of course, that Harrison Smith took a little lesser money to stick around here. Their entire careers here, they're great Minnesota Vikings. And I think this will get Harrison Smith, anyway, to full Social Security age at 67. So that helps. It helps him out.
I love seeing Harry on the squad. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Like, you could tell he's lost a step a little bit, but he's still, like, He's not a negative player. He's still a net positive player. He's just not quite as speedy as he used to be, but he does a lot of good stuff still. I think the way he runs the defense is great. And I think we have new safeties now that'll be learning from him as we go. I think we'll see Josh Metellus play a little bit more slot corner this year, given what our roster looks like. But it'll be fun. I'm excited. And I love CJ Ham. CJ Ham's like one of my favorite Vikings since day one. Played at Augustana, just a lot of connections to the area. So
and just a ground hard worker. He's there all the time doing what he's supposed to do. So that's injuries. You mentioned Darisaw is back out and practicing, which is amazing. Justin Jefferson, we get he is questionable. It's supposed to be a hamstring or something. Is this in any way? Do you feel in any way that this could possibly be more than they're letting on?
No, I don't think so. I hope he doesn't play again until the regular season starts, to be honest with you. Don't play him, don't use him, don't look at him, don't think about him. Just hamstring injuries are very nagging, and they can be like a 7-8 week situation if you you don't rest it. So I'm just really hoping that he's they're like, we'll see you September 4th. And, that's how it's looking.
I like that. I agree with you on that 100%. I did hear that he is absolutely at every practice standing there with the team, moving them on. He's being quite the leader, even though he's not in practice, so that's a good sign. Now, the Addison deal. Do we have any idea? I'm under the impression he pled guilty to the DUI.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know is that an automatic suspension? Do we know when he's not playing with us? Is he, what are you calling that, asking them to review it? Where are we at with Addison? Do you know?
There will be a suspension coming. We don't know how long it'll be or if it'll be anything at all. But there most likely will be a suspension because he pled no contest to a wet reckless charge, which is not quite a reckless driving charge. The league's policy is a 3-game suspension for first offenses involving alcohol without aggravating circumstances.
Yep.
So I think that if there was to be a suspension, that's where it will be in the 2 to 3 games range.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you try, if you're the Vikings, where would you want that to fall? Do you want to just take it the first 3 weeks, Chicago, Atlanta, and Cincinnati? Or do you want to pick maybe those 2 weeks in Europe where no one's going to watch the game? 8:30 in the morning. Good God.
Unfortunately, I don't think you get a choice. Whenever the league makes the decision, that's the game he's suspended for. But, yeah, I mean, the first 3 games is fine. I think those are winnable games. I like Jordan Addison, but I don't think he's vital to us winning games necessarily.
Well, if you have the problem with Jefferson's hamstring and Addison are out, you become very much a one, you get Hawkinson, what else you got? It limits us a lot. So if they're both hurt at the same time or one out and one hurt, that would bother me. If JJ's back, I would agree with you 100%.
Yes, and I think we'll see an interesting run game this year as well with Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones. It sounds like it's been closer to a 50-50 split so far in training camp between Mason and Jones. And Jordan Mason got huge. Credit to him from he's strong, man. So I think we're going to see a little bit of the A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones from Green Bay vibe with these 2 guys this year, which I like a lot. I agree.
All right, so look at the NFC North. Give me numbers of wins by team, if you would. Let's just start with your Minnesota Vikings. They were a 14-win team last year. Can they keep this up with this rookie guy? Defense got better. I'm going to go over under at 11 or 12.
Yeah, I'm going to say 12. I'm going to say 12 and 5. Well, 12 and 5 for us.
All right, so then you look at Green Bay. They're better this year. I don't know that they're the rock stars of the division. Your thoughts on Green Bay?
Green Bay 9-8. I'm a little down on Green Bay. I think they'll be worse on the defensive end, and I don't know. Jordan Love could be a top 5 quarterback. He could also be a 15 to 20 quarterback, and I don't really know. So I think that question. And look, J.J. McCarthy's obviously a bigger question than Jordan Love, but I just think our roster is significantly better than theirs at this point.
All right, then you got the Detroit Lions, of course, winning the division last year, but can they come back and do it again this year? See, I think they're moving backwards.
I'm gonna go 10 wins. A lot. Okay. No, I'm gonna 10 wins. Yeah, we're gonna go 10-7 for Detroit, I think. And this is obviously off the top of my head without looking at the schedule, but I do think Detroit's going to take a step back, and I do think that losing both your offensive coordinators, especially both your coordinators, especially if you don't make the right hire. I mean, look at Philly 2 years ago, right? They were a dumpster fire for the first half of the season. They basically fired both their coordinators. They lost both their coordinators, hired 2 wrong new ones, fired both of them, then hired 2 right new ones, and won the Super Bowl. So you can see how much coordinators do matter.
30 seconds. What about your Chicago Bears?
Ooh, Chicago Bears, I'm also going to go 9 wins. I think it's going to be a good division. I think they're going to be better. And I do think Ben Johnson's going to get the best out of Caleb Williams. And they have weapons.
Yeah. No, that's something. I think there are at least 3 teams in this division that could get to double digits. But I honestly think the Vikings are 11 or 12. All right, that makes us winning the division. I appreciate you, Spinny. We're out of time. We'll see you again on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. See you then.
He's Spinny from Hard-Headed Sports.
Dust from gravel roads and driveways does more than make your car dirty inside and out. It gets down into your lungs, and it's bad for your health. Now there's an environmentally friendly solution for your dust problems. It's called DustLock. DustLock
Hard-headed
can
sports.
control all your summer dust problems with just one application. Protect your vehicle and your lungs. Learn more at dustlock.com.